The tongue is the only tool that grows sharper with use, yet it is also the one that carves the deepest graves for our dreams. In the ancient philosophy of Taoism, there is a terrifying truth. The moment you speak your intent, you lose the power to fulfill it. Most people believe that sharing a burden lightens it, but they forget that a secret shared is no longer a shield, it is a target. Today, we will explore why the wisest souls remain as silent as the mountains, and how you can protect your destiny from the noise of the world. In the heart of Taoist thought lies the concept of Pu, the uncarved block of wood. This represents a state of pure potential where everything is possible because nothing has been defined yet. When you keep your plans to yourself, you remain like that block. Solid, mysterious, and impossible for others to manipulate. The world cannot break what it does not understand, and it cannot redirect a path that has not been announced. Every time you reveal a deep ambition, you chip away a piece of your own internal power. You are essentially giving the world a blueprint of your soul, allowing critics and enviers to see exactly where to strike. A block of wood that is already carved into a chair can only be a chair, limited and fixed. But the uncarved block can become anything, holding a quiet strength that stays hidden until the moment of realization. Think of your energy as a reservoir of water held behind a massive stone dam. As long as the dam remains sealed and silent, the pressure builds, creating a massive force ready to be unleashed. But when you talk too much, it is like drilling small holes in that stone wall, letting the power leak out in useless drips. By the time you actually need to act, you may find that your reservoir is empty and your drive has vanished. The most successful people are often those who move through life like a shadow in the night. They do not seek the validation of the crowd, nor do they need the applause of others to confirm their worth. They understand that external opinions are like shifting winds. They can change direction at any moment and blow you off course. By staying in the state of the uncarved block, you remain centered in your own gravity. Practice the art of being undefined in the eyes of those around you. Let people wonder about your next move, your next project, or your next major life change. This mystery is not about being deceptive. It is about being protective of your vital essence. When you are silent, you are a mountain. When you speak prematurely, you become a grain of sand blown about by others. There is a psychological trap that Taoism warns us about: the illusion of achievement through speech. When you tell someone about a big goal and they praise you, your brain receives a hit of dopamine. This chemical reward makes you feel as if you have already succeeded, even though you haven't started. This social reality tricks your mind into relaxing when it should be working at its hardest. The Tao teaches us that true gold does not need to shout to prove its value. When you seek the approval of others before the work is done, you are feeding your ego instead of your soul. The ego is hungry for immediate gratification, but the Tao demands patience and long-term cultivation. By speaking too soon, you satisfy the ego but starve the actual process of creation and growth. Consider how many great ideas have died in the middle of a dinner conversation. You describe the vision with passion. Everyone nods in agreement, and the energy of the idea is spent in the air. The fire that was supposed to cook the meal was used up just to make a bright flash of light. Silence acts as a container for that fire, keeping the heat intense until the work is finally complete. Furthermore, when you announce a plan, you invite the evil eye of unintended consequences. People may not even mean to hurt you, but their doubts and fears will leak into your consciousness. They will ask, "What if?" questions that plant seeds of hesitation in your mind. These seeds grow into weeds of anxiety that eventually choke the life out of your original pure intention. Protect your inner child or your new ideas as if they were fragile seedlings in a storm. You wouldn't expose a tiny sprout to a hurricane, so why expose a new dream to the harsh winds of public opinion? Keep the soil of your mind quiet and dark, allowing the roots to take hold firmly. Once the tree is tall and strong, everyone will see it, and no one will be able to pull it down. Water is the most powerful element in Taoism because it is humble, yielding, and completely silent. It does not argue with the rocks in its path. It simply flows around them or patiently wears them away. Water never announces its destination, yet it always finds its way to the vast and deep ocean. To be powerful, you must learn to move through your life with the same fluid secrecy. When you are loud about your intentions, you create friction with the environment around you. You alert your competitors, trigger the insecurities of your peers, and invite unnecessary obstacles. But when you move like water, you bypass resistance before it even has a chance to form. You arrive at your goals while others are still looking for where you might have gone. The world is full of noise, and most people are desperate to be heard and noticed. In this environment, the person who can stay quiet and observant gains a massive tactical advantage. You see the gaps that others miss because they are too busy talking about themselves. You hear the truth between the lines because you are not occupied with preparing your next grand statement. There is a profound dignity in a life lived with wu-wei or effortless action. This does not mean doing nothing, but rather doing what is necessary without the need for theatrical display. A master archer does not explain the physics of the bow. He simply releases the string and the arrow finds the heart of the target. Your results should be the only testimony that you ever provide to the world. If you feel the urge to brag or to share a secret plan, ask yourself why you feel that need. Usually it comes from a place of insecurity, a desire to be seen as important or successful right now. The Taoist path invites you to find that importance within yourself without needing a mirror. When you are truly confident, you have no need to convince anyone of your power. Ancient Taoist masters often compared the mouth to a gate that must be guarded by a vigilant soldier. If the gate is left open, the city's wealth flows out and its enemies march straight in without a fight. Every word you speak is an expenditure of your qi or life force energy. To speak without purpose is to slowly bleed away your vitality and your focus. The story of the horse Valente teaches us that even a cry of exhaustion can be turned into a weapon. In a world of gossip and misunderstanding, your words will rarely be received exactly as you intended them. They will be filtered through the biases, jealousies, and limited perspectives of every person who hears them. A simple comment can be distorted into a confession of treason or a sign of weakness. Once a word leaves your lips, it no longer belongs to you, it belongs to the world. You cannot pull it back, and you cannot control how it will be used by those with ill intent. The cat in the story didn't hate the horse. She was simply addicted to the power of knowing something. Most people gossip not because they are evil, but because they are small and want to feel big. By practicing silence, you deny others the ammunition they need to shoot you down. If they don't know your fears, they cannot exploit them. If they don't know your plans, they cannot sabotage them. Silence is the ultimate armor because it offers nothing for the enemy to grab onto. It is the great wall of the mind that keeps your internal peace safe from external chaos. In your professional and personal life, learn the power of the pause. Before responding to a question or sharing a thought, wait for 3 slow breaths. Often in that short silence, you will realize that the words you were about to say are unnecessary. You will find that holding your peace gives you a sense of control that speaking never could. The ultimate goal of Taoism is to achieve harmony between your inner world and the outer universe. This harmony is impossible to maintain if you are constantly exporting your inner thoughts to the outside. You must create a sacred space within your mind where your most precious dreams can grow in total privacy. This is the garden of your soul, and not everyone deserves a key to the gate. When you keep your plans to yourself, they undergo a process of internal alchemy. The heat of your focus transforms a raw idea into a hardened reality through the pressure of silence. This internal cooking is what gives an ambition the strength to survive the cold reality of the world. An idea that is exposed too early is like bread taken out of the oven before it has risen. Think of your life's purpose as a flickering candle in a very drafty and dark room. If you walk around showing the light to everyone, the wind from their movement will surely blow it out. You must cup your hands around the flame, shielding it with your body and staying still. Only when the flame has grown into a roaring fire can it withstand the winds of the world. There is a beautiful solitude in knowing something that no one else knows about you. It creates a private bond between you and the Tao, a secret partnership with the universe itself. This hidden gold provides a deep sense of satisfaction that public recognition can never match. It is the joy of the craftsman who creates a masterpiece in a basement purely for the sake of the work. As you move forward from today, try a fast of words for certain areas of your life. Pick one major goal and resolve to tell absolutely no one about it until it is finished. Observe how the energy stays within you, fueling your discipline and sharpening your mind. You will find that you no longer need the world's permission to be great, because you already are. The Tao Te Ching tells us that he who knows does not speak, he who speaks does not know. In the end, the most powerful version of you is the one the world never saw coming. Do not be the horse that bleeds its heart out to the cat, only to be betrayed by the wind. Be the mountain that says nothing, yet dictates the weather and the landscape for miles around. Let your success be your noise, and let your silence be your sanctuary. Go forth in quietness, for the Tao flows swiftest in the stillness of the heart.